Well, hello. Thank you for tuning in to Un Poco Mas, the show where we aim to give you just that little bit more. My name is DannyDealz. The show is produced today, as always, by executive producer and my BFF, Hurricane Lopez. We have been taking questions all day from some of our friends out there in internet land, and somebody asked me about RA Medical Systems Inc., ticker symbol RMED. Um, this company almost died. It did the old, let me share my screen here, put on my glasses so I can see what the heck I'm talking about. Got the phony tail going today. It's one hell of a look. Got a little bit too much sun, but hey, I'm doing the best that I can here, trying to give you guys some semi-useful, relevant information. But RMED has been around a long time. They are basically what happened was they're out of money. They're looking for something to do. The company was going under. They did a 50 for 1 reverse split. Then they did a money raise, like 7 million bucks. And at the end of the day, what happened is they are doing what's almost they're acquiring, but it's basically a reverse merger with this company, Catheter Precision. Catheter Precision is a healthy, thriving company, and it appears to be going somewhere. And then RMED was dying, but they were a public company. So they got together, and I've heard that RMED shareholders are going to own. The merger has now been completed, but RMED, the dilution was such that the shareholders only owned like 10% of the new company, which actually it sounds horrible. I'm not sure if that's the exact number. But if you go back through they actually announced a new CFO today, and they got a really good person into that position. They had one of those acting hired gun CFOs. Announced the closing of $8 million private placement. Again, this was all in connection with the merger, and then special meeting of shareholders. Again, same thing, approving a bunch of dilution, approving preferred shares when they'll turn into common stock. They had to give a bunch of poison pill warrants, I think, to Armistice or one of these short long turd hedge funds. um, they are announcing expansion into a new European territory, announced an additional international patent. This one was coming out of Japan, and granting a new US patent for the Vivo product, which I think shows a tremendous amount of this is the Vivo product is FDA approved, CE mark obtained. It's basically an imaging product that they use pre-surgery. It's my understanding they go in, they can map out an arrhythmia, they can map out the source of it, so it saves time during the surgery. It saves time pre-surgery, and surgeons like the product because it gives them a roadmap. It gives them better information before they actually go in and do the surgery. This is not their only product. They also have this Lock T device, which I believe is a suture product, and they're already distributing that. So, the new RA Medical Systems, in combination with its wholly owned subsidiary, Catheter Precision. Remember, this is more of a reverse merger. David ate Goliath here, so Goliath is in there, but his guts busting at the seams. But Goliath is still really running the show. Um, so the question is, the stock has fallen so far. Bad news, bad news, bad news, desperation. Again, reverse merger, multiple money raises, then this reverse merger. Is it time to buy in for the long haul? Is it time to buy in for a trade? Um, that's a decision you're going to have to make. Remember, we don't give financial advice here, but I am looking at this Vivo system, and recently, back in December, it was announced that the system used more than 800 procedures in US and European leading hospitals. Um, so We are always looking to the next milestone in clinical usage of our Vivo system, and reaching 800 procedures by end of 2022 was a goal we set earlier this year, said David Jenkins, Catheter Precision CEO. We are gratified by physician adoption so far through our strategic limited launch and look forward to expanding usage in 2023 by growing our sales and clinical support teams to access additional hospitals in new and existing territories. By expanding our footprint, we are bringing a valuable tool to electrophysiologists to help them gain better understanding of patient anatomy and potentially improve outcomes while providing beneficial healthcare to more patients. Catheter Precision's lead product, Vivo View into Ventricle Onset, is a non-invasive 3D imaging system. The great part about these types of non-invasive imaging systems is you're just printing money. Like, you don't have it's software, it's hardware, but you're not there's a reason these outside medical salespeople make such high commissions and so much money, because the margins on each use of these things is just insane. You're billing many thousands of dollars, and there's no additional like marginal costs for each usage. So I think the margins are going to look outstanding as this becomes widely adopted, if it becomes widely adopted. Um, if you take a look at the institutional holdings of RMED, this merger was announced the middle of 2022. It was actually consummated, I believe, January 2023. So in the fourth quarter, we knew the merger was happening. Um, and I see some positive signs here. We see all these lame turd hedge funds decreasing their position. Um, Let me move my mug over here so you can see more better. Um, these hedge funds, these little hedge funds, decreased or sold out of their position, and some big names came into new positions. BlackRock, Citadel, Goldman Sachs bought new positions. Now these aren't huge positions. You're talking 15 to 20,000 shares. You're talking $25,000. So these are tiny positions for a large investment bank, but at the same time, there's thousands of microcap stocks they could buy, and I think they see the potential in that. Leading hospitals are using these products already. They're getting extremely positive feedback. We are growing the territories, growing the sales team, the sales network, and I think these products could explode, and we could be seeing significant revenues. Now, is this the time to buy? I I might buy. I might just nibble, take a feeler position here, a tracking position, and then see where things go. Anytime you've seen a stock, drop down from these like, you know, $23,000, and then, um, 5 years later it's worth $1. Something went very, very wrong. There were bad deals, bad financing, reverse splits. The whole thing just went awry. Fubar, but snafu, whatever whatever acronym you want to throw at it, the thing stinks to high heaven. So basically, we used the RA Medical Systems as a shell company for a reverse merger. It's almost like a SPAC deal, and people hate those right now. But the thing that I think you have to keep in mind is Catheter Precision is really a good company. And they have a lot of potential. And right now, even with the massive dilution, you can get in reasonably cheap. Now, remember, um, the private placement, like it comes with a lot of, you know, there's so many warrants and shares and preferred shares and Series B. It's like you need an MBA and a roadmap, and some kind of a Venn diagram just to figure this thing out. But suffice it to say, RA Medical System, the original shareholders, do not own too much of the new company. We need to get better data on what exactly is the market cap, what's the final share count going to look like. Um, there's just a lot of information that I think is going to become clearer in the next couple of quarters. And my thing on this stock is let's track it. Let's see if sales start to pick up in the United States and Europe. Let's see if more hospitals adopt their devices. And I think you have a very legitimate company here that could grow quite rapidly over the next 5 years. And there's no reason not to think about investment. I think it's a little early. Wait till the mergers shake out. The numbers are a little bit more clear so we can get a filing, a real quarterly filing, and see, who owns what and how many shares are restricted for how long, so we can get an idea how bad the dilution was, how bad the merger was, and we can really see where we stand. Hopefully, something will be filed soon. I'm going to do further research on this company, read all the filings, read everything I can. I just took a cursory look and wanted to get some information out there because when our viewers ask us to give them a video on a stock, we don't care if we don't know anything about it. We don't care if we're giving you horrible information because this is not financial advice. This is entertainment. Let me get my head a little bit bigger. There you go. This giant head is now full size, right up in your grill. You know, this is one of those stocks where it's like, a complete flyer at this point. You don't know what's going to happen, but they have some good products and they have some good people. So those are the two things I look for: the secret sauce and the management. Both of those things are not like A plus home runs at this point, but for pending further evaluation, they're looking pretty good. So you might want to track RMED. It's a low floater, but it's got some potential. And I appreciate the question. Anything you would like us to research, take a look at, blabber about, please leave it down in the comments. Reach us on StockTwits, Yahoo Finance. We are all over the place. We have nothing to do but spew gibberish on the internet. So for Hurricane Lopez, executive producer extraordinaire, I want to thank you for watching Un Poco Mas. My name is DannyDealz. It is March 30th, 2023. It's 1:23 p.m. on the Pacific Coast. It's 4:30 approximately out in NYC. Hope it's a great night wherever you are. Thanks for watching.